Video game magazines, video game magazines, video game magazines. And despite living in a digital age where everything is screens, there's definitely something to be said about holding a physical copy of a publication in your very own hands. Hey, this is Jason.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to the Gaming Manual.
While recently moving some of my own stuff into storage, I came across my old collection of 90s and early 2000s video game magazines. Back in the day, these things were like gold. At that point in time, the internet was very, very young and not as widely available as it is today. The only way to get access to additional information outside of the actual manual and packaging that came with your games was through magazines like GamePro, EGM, and Tips and Tricks. Upon finding these magazines, I figured I'd show what I'd found to Josh, who not only to my surprise quickly pulled out his own small collection. Then I found more. Then he found more. Then, Josh even got a hold of some newer magazines for comparison purposes. The most obvious difference here being the price and the size. Can we just take a minute to look at this real quick? Not only are the newer magazines more expensive, but overall they're way smaller. There are obvious and numerous economic reasons for this, which we can get into later, but up front, this was surprising to say the very least. Then, we started looking through them. What kinds of wacky gimmicks, gizmos, and gadgets were to be found here? When it comes to the older magazines, those gimmicks usually came in the form of ads for questionable peripherals and console add-ons.
The old Game Shark ads were always great. With hindsight being 2020, it's also fun to see some of the discrepancy that came along with particular games. Take this ad for Mega Man Battle and Chase from the back of this EGM from April 1997. It was never released in the US until 2006, and only as part of a Mega Man X Anniversary Collection as an unlockable game.
But when it comes to the newer magazines, they literally come packaged with plastic toys, almost like some sort of retro cereal box or something.
There's absolutely no doubt that the print and stock quality on the more expensive of these two is amazing.
It's the level of a classic Prima strategy guide. Differences and similarities aside, these absolutely summon nostalgic memories. We plan to do some deep dives on certain issues, articles, and publications going forward, so definitely stay tuned if you're interested in this type of stuff. Thanks for taking the time to check out the channel, and we'll see you in the near future with more Gaming Manual.